Hey, welcome back to the channel. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I went ahead and did watch episode, I believe it's 10 of Yellowstone season 5. I want to come on and talk about it a little bit. So hopefully you've watched it by now. I have been getting a lot of messages from friends about where they can watch Yellowstone. Like the fact that that this is still a topic of conversation just proves the confusion and why they decided not to put it on Paramount Plus is beyond me, except that they wanted to make more money. I don't know. I have no idea why, what the reasoning is, but it's not on Paramount Plus. It's on Paramount Network, which is the cable channel. So if you're not interested in getting the cable channel, then another way to get the seasons is to go ahead and purchase them on Amazon Prime. All right. I'm going to go right into it. I just found it very interesting, the opening scene of Snakes in the Tent. Snakes where they have camped, the crew in Texas have camped, snakes everywhere. They basically made their home in a snake pit. And so I felt like this episode really is starting to set up what a world is like outside of Montana and what life can be like outside of this ranch. I don't know where we're going at the end of this and who, if we still see or get to see the ranch under the Dalton family. I have no idea, but I found it very interesting that we started to talk about life outside of the ranch. And so especially Beth with Rip visiting him in Texas and going to a speakeasy room and seeing all the things, the possibilities, seeing a world outside of Montana. And so it was just interesting. It was just interesting to see that, and the seed was planted in the script with that idea. And so the other thing I found very interesting is, we're seeing Casey kind of unraveling at the seams. There's obviously he is, having to deal with obviously the death of his dad. And when Bev sees Jamie, she doesn't even have to have him tell him, like she just knows he was involved. We see this phone call between these two siblings, Beth and Casey. You could tell he is so overcome with anger that he bit his lip. And not good, not a good thing. And yeah, this is going to be interesting how Casey reacts and how he deals with this loss, and how he deals with his brother in regards to this loss, and how he deals with his family in regards to this loss. So I just thought it was really well played. And I feel like this is a hard loss. And so I'm kind of dealing with that, dealing with, the character being gone, and then dealing with Kevin Costner and the drama there between him and Taylor, and having to kind of get over that and moving on, pivoting with the change. It's just basically what was said in some of the dialogue in this episode, which I felt like was like, okay, we have to adjust and change and move on and roll with the times and the changes and all of that. There was a lot of talk of that in this episode, and in a lot of ways I was kind of barking at that because I just felt like I don't want to change, and I don't want it to change, and I don't like where we're at in the story. But here we are, and this is the cards that we have been dealt, and this is how we move on, and this is how we work through it, right? And so I did see a video of Kevin being asked about whether he knew what was going on, how he was going to be, how the exit would be handled for his character, and he had no idea, and he had nothing but nice things to say about the team. And he said, those people are smart and they know what they're doing, and yeah, and so he had nothing ill to say about Taylor at all. And I follow Kevin on IG, and I see a few of the actors from Yellowstone commenting on his stuff and congratulating him on his success and, and the things that he's working on now. And so I just feel like there's still a lot of respect there. Even though this whole situation really sucks for the story and for the legacy thereof, Yellowstone. And so I don't have a whole lot to say about this episode. I feel like it moved the plot a little bit, down the line, and we'll see what happens next week. So let me know what your thoughts are, and we'll talk to you soon.